Elisha Keating from wisdomseekers.net, and I'm here with Maddie, and we are going to do an interactive, please, just one question today, because it's that kind of day, you know.
Yeah. Well, they're
Yeah,
usually pretty good with only one question, unless it comes to the end and you agree to do another one.
yeah, and sometimes I get caught up in the question, you know. I just I'm just trying to, okay, not working. Let's go over.
Oh, I better turn my volume down here too. So
Oh,
we have a lot of energies going around there.
we
Charlie,
do.
you're gonna have to leave me alone right now. He's just needy.
I think
But
we're
we
all pretty needy right now.
hmm?
Yeah, wow. No, that's energies for March. I haven't done my energies for almost a week now.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did I just watch one the other day? It must have been from before then. But we
I pretty neat. Yep, I think so. I just haven't well, either I had a heavy duty reading or and that takes a lot out of me, or things just were just really busy.
Yeah. Well, and then time's just been going too fast too.
Yeah, I know. So when you before didn't matter how much was going on, you always had time to go up and have a shower and things like that. Now if you go up and have a shower, half the day's gone.
Mm-hmm.
At least it feels
Well,
like.
I didn't. Well, I kind of not that I slept in, but I got up a little bit late today, not till like 20 to 10 or something.
And we didn't get up till 10 either. But
Charlie, go away.
no, Mom, you're busy.
But normally he's been pretty good. He normally will just go and sleep somewhere while I'm doing this. I guess he's got his wires crossed or something today.
Well, I think if I understand correctly, all this the Mercury retrograde, the CMEs, the comet, and the eclipse season we're in, it does
Yeah.
discombobulate, it does mess around with our directional systems and things like that. It I know modern day science says it's not rational, but if you go back to the people who were living for centuries in the Stone Age,
Mm-hmm.
they paid attention to these sort of things. And anybody who's sensitive at all pays attention to these sort of things. They know that it affects you. Hey Tay Tay, hey Doreen, hey Naya. Oh,
The
so
shadow of the root.
go ahead.
Nothing important. I was just going to say the shadow of the root chakra is repression. To heal the wound of repression, one must move from the state of fear to a state of trust. This is the healing path of the root chakra. Man, but there are times when that fear just takes over you and you can't think of anything else but
That's where we were talking about on Wednesday, was it? I forget what day, Thursday.
Friday. I think we did Friday.
That's where you open your heart rather than closing it down. This is where you learn to trust who you are over trusting that which is outside of yourself. And that's the thing that most people don't realize. It has nothing to do with how other people act. It has all to do with how you react to how other people react. And with you can if you can look at them and go, wow, 99% of the time is they're suffering. I can't help them. That's their journey. But this is how I'm going to deal with it. And that will make a huge difference. That will make a huge difference in how individuals deal with certain with the world hates me, right? Because the world doesn't hate you. The world doesn't care, maybe, if you're going through whatever, but it doesn't hate you. It's kind of neutral because
Oh,
ultimately, in the scheme of things, and that's where the universe comes in. It's in the scheme of things, not in the individual. In the scheme of things, what you're going through right now, this second, is fleeting. And the universe goes on the scheme of things, not on, oh my God, I'm really in pain and I'm hurting. Did you know that a lot of men that commit suicide do not commit suicide because they're depressed? They commit suicide because they decide that's the only way to deal with the situation. I
hmm.
did not realize that, but that shows exactly what I'm trying to say. So women commit suicide, they're depressed. I the same outcome. I can't see another way out of it, but it's
Yeah.
because they're depressed. A man does it through logic. But truly, in most situations, if they can hang on just a little longer, it does get better. Most situations. And I do know that people who commit suicide, because I've talked to a lot of people who've committed suicide, once they get to the other side, they go, oh crap, why did I do that? So I don't, it's not a route I would that's where the vitamin PK that I was talking
Oh,
about. Yeah. It's a it's a dead end route. And once they do it, in the next 4 or 5 lifetimes, quite often they'll do it again until they learn not to do it. So it
right.
becomes a lesson. And that is irrelevant to what we were talking about. It looks like we've got a few questions already.
Well, maybe I'll just click out of there and click on to us, and
No,
maybe
no,
we'll
just
get
tell,
cracking.
no, just what were you going to say? Because it's quite relevant, the energies. Because I noticed it might be happening in different ways, but the energy is affecting everybody.
Yeah,
And it's affecting and it's hard for people to deal with because they all think because we are the center of our own universe, right? So they think they're the only ones affected. But if you can point out that this is happening to a lot of people, it's like when you go through when somebody commits suicide and you're a survivor from that. My daughter died. You go to a group and there's a group of people. It makes it easier to deal with the situation when you realize you're not the only one in the world that's feeling this way. So go ahead and explain.
explain.
Well, you had something written, didn't you? That you,
Well, I clicked out of it and went onto our page.
oh, okay. Well,
But we don't really have a lot of questions right now either.
we've got a lot of people saying hi.
So what I've just got right now is from the Schumann residences, some electromagnetic activity.
Like I said, it's that kind of day.
Some electromagnetic activity, boy, came in the last 12 hours, but it made hardly a kerfuffle. Amplitudes remain baseline, wavelengths are up. There was a brief skip yesterday between 3 and 4 in the Eastern time in the data feed, usually due to rescheduled maintenance or service computer issues. Rest assured, the SRs continued in their reliable, ever-present fashion despite their hair on fire speculative claims of time jumps. No
Time,
data pause. Hmm?
what are they talking about? Time jumps?
Um, with the solar flares, there was a little break in them yesterday.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but it said usually due to reschedule, maintenance, or service computer issues. Rest assured, the SRs continued in the reliable, ever-present fashion, despite hair-on fire speculative claims of time jumps. No data pause on the Cuminia chart, for example, where the SR feed continues in steady and normal functioning with no pause, skips, or blackouts. Not really sure what that means.
I think if you take it from out of the science realm and into the spiritual realm, that even though they can't graph it, we are doing a lot of timeline jumping right now. So that means if you find your watch or your keys or whatever in a different place, you just probably skipped a timeline. Because that happens to us all the time. We go looking for something and I know I didn't put it there.
Yeah, I've done that quite a bit. I've done that quite often myself.
Yeah, and even towels and things like that. It's things that go missing are really weird. I told you
Yeah.
about the pot I had, the pot lid I had, right? One day I woke up and I had two of them.
No, you didn't tell me about that.
Yeah, and I'm going, they're identical, right? And they went because I bought this set of pots about 10 years ago and the one lid, and I had two of them all of a sudden. And it never went away. I finally gave that other extra pot lid away because I did with two. But
Weird.
yeah. So somebody somewhere does not have a lid to their pot.
Me. No, just kidding. I think I have an extra lid myself.
Well,
Don't be looking at me like that. You're getting nothing. Go away. It's time for you to go away. Go. Thank you.
no, it's time for extra treats, Mom. Mom, 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 Mom.
Mama Zephyr is not, he's not meowing today. He's just hitting me. So we have a little astrology thing. It says the Sagittarius moon is crossing the galactic center today before we enter the month, and I have coined it auspicious April. April is going to be extraordinary. I really don't think people are grasping fully the highest, most incredible month of the year yet. The astrological planetary line up around this eclipse and throughout April is very unique. This is where we receive so much more light than we ever have before, with a superior healing eclipse in Aries conjoined to Chiron, the wounded healer at the exact degree and minute. That's huge.
It is huge. But if you resist it, it's going to hurt.
I swear to God, I think I'm just going to stay in my bedroom for the week, except for the appointments that I have.
So there's a thing going around TikTok about Capricorn, and they say for the next 20 years you're going to be rolling in money. And I think, thank God I've got a Capricorn daughter.
I have a Capricorn friend. It says, get set to experience massive manifestations, awakenings with the grand conjunction of the year in Taurus. Uranus and Jupiter come together exact on 420, but we are feeling this now. The highest, most accelerated timeline will be activated and grounded. Where did he go? Grounded into manifestation through the Earth grid in the Earth sign Taurus. Taurus is the sign representing Mother Gaia, ruled by Venus. Taurus is the most simple of Earth signs. It's the purest of divine Earth manifestation. Auspicious April is the time to get really serious about living a joyous vibration. Do not miss the solar eclipse light codes activation on 4/8. The favorable light that will stream in directly after the eclipse is going to be unlike anything all living souls have ever encountered. Even if you're not in the viewable locations, you still receive the light codes. Yep. So receive them. Keeping it. Can you hear him?
That's all right. He just said,
keeping in mind as the light rises, as does the shadow, because 3D Earth is dualistic reality. The darkness that is attempted to take over is crumbling, but will show itself in the matrix. It's not going to give up without a fight. Boy, can't we see that. But the frequency that New Earth holds is so high that low vibrational shadow energy will not survive. The vibrational energy is everything. Lower vibration must exit. That's what I was talking about the other day when I was talking about fluoride.
Oh,
I
yeah.
put a post on my page about fluoride and how Hitler used it back in the war to give to the Jews in their water supply because it lowered their vibration. It covers your brain in calcium. That's where you get Alzheimer's. I think I've got it right now. Alzheimer's, dementia, cancer, all kinds of diseases. So, of course, if they're doing that, then they're keeping us sick, which is a big thing for Big Pharma, because without that, Big Pharma sinks.
Which would be nice.
But it keeps your vibration low, and that's what they wanted to do. That's what they're trying to do. And then in 1945, when the war was over, that's when government started adding it to our water system, because they saw the studies that Hitler was doing and knew that if they kept us subdued, that they would be able to take over the world like they're trying to do right now, and we would not fight back. But I see that people are starting to raise their vibrations, and we're starting to fight back. So,
well, there's a lot of stories that go along with that too.
So it says the vibrational shadow energy will not survive. The vibrational energy is everything. Lower vibration must exit. If it's not of the highest of integrity of love, truth, and light, it has to go. We are already seeing that in the matrix now. Blast our light unlike we have never before daily. The light has already won and done it. Every single day we rise, we set positive intention, practice spiritual hygiene, and create visions for magic and miracles. Heart-centered, joyful thoughts only. Each of us matters. This is where astounding healing will happen, but we must have a joyful heart and take action towards the vision. Even the smallest of actions matter. Release the victim mentality in order to ride this new earth train. If the shadow creeps up, acknowledge it, feel it, and then gently refocus yourself to a mundane practice while holding in your heart the vision that brings the most joy. Auspicious April is here, and it's time to shine. With the Sagittarius moon crossing the galactic center today, we are entering a month of full, incredible opportunities for growth and manifestation. The alignment of planets during this eclipse season and throughout our April is truly special, offering us the chance to experience magic and miracles. So let's embrace our inner leader, heal karmic wounds, and step up to create positive change together.
So the thing is, I work with a lot of people, and I always take them up to the fifth dimension. And when they get to the fifth dimension, I say, can you notice all the stuff falling off of you? Because when you get to the fifth dimension, a lot of the vibrational energy of the third cannot go up to the fifth. So if you're having a really rough day, imagine yourself in the fifth dimension and see it coming down, and you will feel lighter.
Well, you would hope.
Oh, no, it does. So far, I've been doing it, I don't know, a year or so. And not 50% of the people feel lighter. 100% of the people feel lighter. They might not stay there, but if you can pull yourself up, then you have at least a fighting chance to deal with all the stuff that's going on, right?
Right.
So Lily says she's a Taurus.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
My daughter was a Taurus, my youngest. So, well, I guess we have a few questions. I mean, I'm sure that more people will come on as we're going.
If they don't, that's also all right.
Well, that's all right too, because as you mentioned earlier that I look tired, and I am tired. It's so much stress going on right now. It's crazy, and I'm having a hard time with it all.
Yeah. But I really appreciate you coming on, because I know, like my daughter told you yesterday, she doesn't want to do this.
Well, thankfully, I enjoy it. It's kind of like the highlight of my day. I know we're going to get in a few giggles, and
Yeah.
That's probably the only giggles I'll have during the day, so I'm always look forward to it.
Yeah. So,
So we have Naya.
hey,
She says,
Naya.
hello. May I ask what you see coming from my relationship with Nell? We are currently on a break.
So you're on a break. That means you're trying to figure out whether or not it will work for you. Nell is definitely trying to figure out. She wasn't just saying let's break because she wanted to break up with you. She is legitimately trying to figure out how to move forward, or whether it's worthwhile for the two of you to move forward. She's legitimately at this point, she's legitimately thinking about it. If you can communicate with her at this point in any and from your heart, it has to be from the heart and honest, and say, this is what I'm willing to do. I've been watching this guy, Dr. Delaney, I think his name is, and he says, with your loved ones, when you walk out, when you wake up in the morning, you turn to them and hug them or whatever, and you say, how can I love you today? And this is the kind of energy you want to deal with her. If you want to break from her and leave, that's fine. If you want to stay, then this is, you make her the center, make Nell the center of your universe, and vice versa. She should also make you the center of her universe. So how are you willing to negotiate a deal between the two of you, emotionally, physically? What does Nell need? What do you need? Go talk to them, deal with it, because she is legitimately trying to see what is the best way to deal with this. Okay, did that help? I hope that helps a bit.
I think we've
Oh,
only got like 2 questions.
so everybody's just talking to us.
Everybody's just saying, hey.
Oh, that's
Uh,
sweet.
Doreen says, ladies, hope you're maintaining well in this crazy stuff. Tay Tay,
Like
hello,
most
any
people, they,
messages for me? Sorry?
I said, like most people, you will, if you listen to what I just said, then because she would like to, Minel would like to, Maya, but like I said, go up and talk to her, negotiate with the two of you to find out if you can or not. Because if you're not willing to put in the effort, if for instance you're still going to throw your dirty socks on the floor and that really drives her crazy, then likely no, you're not going to. But if you're willing to go, yeah, I can pick up my dirty socks and put them in the laundry, and I can legitimately ask her, how can I love you today? Or, but at this moment, that future is not determined. I cannot tell you something that has not been determined yet, Naya. All right.
We have Tay Tay. Hello, any messages for me?
Let's see, Tate. You know, recently when I tune into you, I get a lot of animals around you. And it's like, I know you're really good with animals and they love you a lot. But I do think your future, at this moment, your future has to do with working with animals. I'm not talking about working with them in the physical. I'm actually talking about working in the spiritual energy with them, because your animals, the ones that are on the other side, even they are all around you, looking, talking, and helping you, and also your I think it's your grandfather. He's an older man. energy anyhow. But whoever it is, they're legitimately trying to work with you to help you move into the next 5 years of your life. I'm not going to say the rest of your life because people change, but the next little bit of your life, they're legitimately trying to help you. Just go with the flow, basically, is what I think that means, okay? Because it's almost identical to the last thing I got last week. All right.
Lily, hi ladies, how are you today? Jennifer Schwab, hello lovely day, ladies, hope you're having a great day. Yasmin Fox says, hey. Yasmin says, what does M think about me as a person? What kind of opinion does he have about me?
M. He thinks you're unique and he's not used to people like you. He's not quite sure how to react to you because of it, but he's highly intrigued. I can't say that the intrigue is going to move on into something else, but at this moment he finds you interesting because you are very different from what he's used to. Okay, so if he asks you questions about why you're different, tell him. It might be that he finds who and what you are interested in extremely is to your benefit. It's because, and I'm only tuning into the top level of him. He feels like a nice person. Okay. I can't promise it'll go anywhere beyond that, but at this point, it would be interesting to see where it goes from here. All right.
Next we have Lily.
Hey,
Do you
Lily.
pick up any messages from my angels or people of mine who have passed away, which I think are my angels too? Thank you so much.
So there's an older lady there. I think it's an older lady there. And maybe it's your grandmother or your great grandmother. And she's she's interesting. She's kind of chuckling in a there's something that's going on. You think it's not working out to your benefit, but it is. If you've got patience, something is coming into your life that you have not expected, and it's positive. But it's something you've sort of gone, oh yeah, no, I don't think that's going to work anymore. Okay, but it will. All right.
We have Doreen. Can I please ask for a message from Jeanette? You know who. And about the situation of her coming my way, yes or no?
Not yet. And she's still highly frustrated. That's about all I can tell you about that right now. She thinks that humans are kind of stupid and they don't know how to deal with life.
Well, she's not far off.
Well, she is, especially the lower vibrating humans. They're kind of they're thrown off so badly right now. You got a headache?
No, my eyes are. I'm watching myself and I see my eyes look like
Yeah,
look like they're very tired.
yeah. But Jeanette is at this moment is very frustrated with the stupidity of the humans around her.
Now, I'm not really sure about the situation on Gente or Jeanette or,
Janet,
but was this her horse before?
it's a horse she wants to buy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And why will the lady not let her buy her then?
because the lady is very low vibrating and greedy.
Well, there's got to be a way that you can reason with somebody that's a greedy person. I
Yeah,
mean, if she doesn't love the horse, why hang on to her when she could have a good life somewhere else?
because she doesn't care about that. She only cares about the money.
And have you made an offer, Doreen?
Yeah, she has a couple times.
And she's turned her down?
She's turned her down because her ego is too fat. Not Doreen's, the other ladies.
Yeah, that's
And,
what
and
I
she
understood that.
and she's being arrogant because she's got a little more power at this moment. And I think also it's a matter of time. This woman has to get to a different place in her life where she is more willing to concede.
Well, Doreen, let's all put our minds together and send that to the woman to let the horse go.
Yeah, maybe even that it'd be just a little bit less work for her to deal with.
I'll pray for that.
Why don't you pull out your cards, pull out your pendulum or
I do have my pendulum right here.
your cards, one or the other, and just see
Okay,
what.
I just want to stick my energy in there for a minute, although I don't know if that's doing any good because my energy is in the tankard today. Okay. Is Doreen ever going to get Gente? Yes. Will it be within 6 months? Maybe. Maybe within 6 months.
So that it will depend on the circumstances of that woman then, right?
I'm
Yeah,
guessing so, yeah.
yeah.
Will it depend on the lady that owns her? Yes. Yes.
So she's got to get desperate before she can have her basic. The lady has to become desperate before she'll let her.
Will that lady's energy change to let Genty go? Yes. Says yes for moi.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay, we have Naya saying, I don't know either. Firefly Magic, hello. Firefly Magic, hope you're having a nice break. Jennifer Schwab, well, every day is a break. Jennifer Schwab.
We don't get breaks.
My grandson Anthony is going to be 2 soon.
Nice.
Oh, you know what? They're all picky eaters at that time. He's a picky eater. He's teething, which affects eating habits. Once in a while, when he runs around, he gets so excited it makes him throw up. Can you see a problem or a solution to help him?
Growing up a little bit.
Yeah, I
Sometimes,
think that it's just the terrible twos.
yeah, twos and threes. They're
You
really
know, and if he's still teething, it's probably causing him pain. I'm assuming because
is
when those little teeth push through, they hurt.
they hurt like heck. Also, I think it might be something, and I apologize for this, but if his mom is stressing out, then he's going to react to it, and he's going to react by being cranky. And it doesn't have to be that she's stressing about him, just that she's stressing. Because and the and when I say stressing, I'm picking up the mother-in-law. That's a problem over other things. And so if she can come to a place in her mind where who gives a crap what the mother-in-law says, then it will be easier for his mother to be a little more calm. For it'll be, and if he's calmer, then he won't be so. He's a high energy child already. He's not going to stop being a high energy child, and these things are going to happen to high energy children. But the more his mom is calm, the calmer he'll be. Okay, that in a nutshell, that last sentence is all I needed to say.
My World says, hello, ladies. Does my ex's mom, her name is Anna Veronica, have any regret about not stopping her son from doing the domestic violence that he did to me in front of her?
I think when you said that and I tuned into her, she just sort of got paralyzed. She didn't know how to deal with the situation. So yes, of course she had regret. And also she's a bit, my son can't do anything wrong kind of person. So I don't know that she could have done anything because of her mindset. But in the part of her that doesn't speak out loud, yes, there's regret. Okay.
Keisha, why hasn't Arash responded back to my emails?
Can you pull a card on that one?
I don't know if this is the right deck to do that with, but
If it's the one you had last night, it should be.
it's the same deck I had last night. I couldn't believe that card came out 3 times. See? And this one just popped out and it says healing, healed, healer. Healing energy surrounds you in this situation. And
So,
that's the card.
okay, I don't think he's going to message you back for a while either. And it has to be that this is a male energy thing. It's not a female energy thing. The men are having a really hard time moving into the new energy and they don't know how to deal with it. He doesn't know how to deal with it. So how he deals with it is by not dealing with it. Okay. And with your asking of him things he doesn't want to do, he's going to ghost you. So make sure you're not asking something of him that he's not ready.
And then I pulled a second card and it comes up in the autumn.
Okay, so
It says autumn, in the fall season, everything comes together and you can reap wonderful harvests of abundance.
okay, so be patient.
That
But
wonderful word.
yeah, but
That
if you have
wonderful
to
word
be,
that we all love.
yeah, but if you have to be that patient for him, is he worth waiting for? Is what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I know women, they fall in love and they'll stay for years and years and years, and then they'll leave, then they'll walk away. But I don't know. If you're young, don't stay years and years and years.
And I'm going to say, Keisha, if he hasn't responded to your emails, maybe it's just move on.
Yeah.
And is he worth all the stress of wondering what's going on? Does he like me? Doesn't he like me? If he liked you, he would have responded to you. Or if he liked you that way, maybe.
And, women don't like to believe it in this day and age. But if you gave it up too fast, he's not coming back. Women don't have the same rights as men do when it comes to screwing around. We might say we do, but the man's reaction is, no, you don't. And if you like somebody a lot, you wait for at least 3 months.
Yeah. Moving on, Miriam C. Hi, any messages from my mom, Dora?
Dora. Okay, this is very weird, which I saw her breaking eggs. It's like they're hard boiled and she's cracking the eggshells. And it may be something that you two did together when when she was alive, but it's also whatever you were talking about at that time in your life where you sat together cracking eggs, maybe for a potato salad or egg salad or something like that. Whatever you're talking about then, that's coming to fruition now. And she's not going to tell me what you were talking about. She just laughs and says, "You'll understand." And if it means that you have to break your brain to try to remember, Dora is okay with that. She's okay that you stop and think things through, because when you stop and think things through, you will get a lot of intuitions that come your way. So good luck on that.
Sally S. How will I do on my first writing quiz essay for my criminal evidence class? The teacher is Christine Morse Fitch.
Christine Morse Fitch.
I plan on getting her to proofread it before I submit it officially.
I get a fairly decent mark on it. I think you'll do quite well. The fact is that you really care, because you really care. That makes the teacher a little more open and willing to help you. She tries to remain unbiased, but she does like you. But she will do everything in her power to remain for her to appear unbiased, because she doesn't think it's fair to the other people if she likes one person above another. Okay. But
Teacher's pet.
Yeah.
We all wanted to be the teacher's pet.
Yep. Because that way you don't have to work as hard.
Right.
What do you get on that, Maddie?
I just got that I did my pendulum and it came out very strong. Yes, you're going to do really well on it.
And that's what I got too. So it's really good that you're excited about this course, by the way.
Yeah. That always helps in the learning department if you enjoy what you're doing. We have Firefly Magic. How does Mr. J view and feel about me? Thank you.
Mr. J. Okay. His feet want to walk away, but his brain wants to stay and look at you. You know those cartoons from the 50s and 60s where the feet are dancing, but the head's back here? That's the image they showed me. So as long as he doesn't want to stay, his feet don't want to stay, but there's something about you that intrigues him. And keep being intriguing. Don't give away too much, but do something that surprises him. And Maddie will tell you, when you can surprise the guy, they're more intrigued by them, right? By the woman. So do things not crazy, but unusual. Like,
Just be your authentic self.
but at the same time, if it's a little bit off the wall, it's a little slightly crazy, but fun, don't be shy to be that, because that's what intrigues him. He likes the fact that, oh my God, I didn't expect that out of her energy, right? And men like that.
We have A.
A.
Why did I have a dream last night about my mom and my brother's father? His name starts with an I. Me and my brother have the same mother, but different dads. My mom's name starts with an S.
So again, had a dream about her mother and
Her brother's father.
her brother's father. I don't think it has any much to do with your father's, your, I think it has to do with what your brother's father symbolized to you in his energy. If he was a really great guy, you you found that attractive, and there's somebody you've met that makes you think of him, or if he was a cranky so and so, it it's basically sit up and take notice, because there's somebody coming into your life that reminds you of him. And as for your mother, I'm not sure what that would do. Maybe it's something but there's something coming into your life that those those feelings, those energies made you sit up and go, what the heck? And it could be good, it could be it could be negative. I'm going to go with it's a little more positive than negative, because right now we're going through so much shift and changing that people are becoming, even with it's a negative energy, it might be simply that is leaving your life. Okay, so that is a positive. Also, other things are positive as well. Okay, go ahead.
Next, we have Love Life. Hello, ladies. May I ask if Ron will woo or date other women while we are on a cool off, or will he wait for me to be okay? I'm not mentally in a good place right now. Join the club.
I'm really sorry about that. He will try to be circumspect so you don't find out about it, but I don't think he knows how to be careful. And it's not that he doesn't care, it's that when men think they're finished a relationship, they jump into another relationship to prove that they're fine. And though you're not ready for him to be there, he doesn't know how to behave any other way. What do you get, Maddie?
Um, yeah, I'm just not going by intuition or anything. I'm just going by experience.
Yeah.
But yes, I've seen numerous times both of my daughter's husbands have found girlfriends probably within 6 months of them passing away.
Yeah.
And I do believe that men just don't, not all men. There are some men that are very comfortable in their own skin and like to be by themselves, but on the majority of what I've seen, men need to have a woman to depend on, or just to have in their life.
Yep, unfortunately. And I'm sorry that you're in a harsh place. But remember,
I
it's
will
not,
pray for you too.
yeah,
There's a lot of prayer going on with me
yeah.
today.
But it's not about you that he's doing it, it's about himself.
No, that's right.
Mm.
That's what somebody said to me about somebody I know. He's mentally hurting, and so he's taking it out on you.
Exactly. And
Unfortunately, it hurts.
yeah. And I think I've said the same thing actually, that he's just not in the same energy as he was.
Great. So that's probably could be what's going on, love life, is that really his. That's all I can say is that I just don't think that men know how to be alone.
Yeah, and it isn't about you, it's about him.
Yeah. Tay Tay says thank you.
Not very
Rachel.
good. It's not very exciting what I told her, unfortunately.
Well, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just a matter of fact thing, and oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's what I've been working on. It's the Celtic cross.
Ah,
Yeah, I like them.
I was out and about this morning. I should have swung by and picked up my bloodstone.
I haven't done one yet.
Oh, I thought you said you
Oh,
had something.
no, I had the moon thing for you. Yeah,
Moon thing, moonstone.
yeah, but that's not to wear.
No,
That's
I
just,
know,
yeah.
and it's not going to fit in my bra, so
Plus, it
that's
has
going to be a little
wire all
ouchy.
over it.
That'd be a little ouchy.
Dad. No, this is to shove in a car or something like, hang on your windshield or something. Not your windshield, your rear view mirror.
Rachel, so I seen on Facebook that my ex's family uploaded a picture of their apartment. Now they have furniture and a rug, which wasn't there before. That's the exact area where I left that witchcraft. Petition paper with my ex's name and date of birth, stating all the bad and negative things that will happen to him in his life. They most likely had to find that paper in order to have that new
I don't think
furniture.
they, I don't
The
think,
new furniture and rug there. If it really is true that they found that paper, how did they feel about seeing it?
I think they just looked at it and laughed about it. And so I think they're more scientifically related over, witchcraft related. I mean, they're probably going to keep it, and if you do anything, they'll pull it out and say, "We've got something over you." But mostly they just looked at it and thought, "Yeah." And if they did think anything, they would have had it negated.
Um, she just has a little add on here. I think that's why they were calling me on the phone several months after that. I'm not sure if they called the police to try to press charges, but I haven't heard anything.
You would have heard it by now if they were going to.
And then we have Lily again saying, "Oh, my grandma, I miss her so much. The night I put Holy Book Quran on in her bed, she passed away. Yesterday, I was remembering her with my mom. Thank you so much, Elijah, for making me remember her." Doreen says, "Maddie, thank you." Doreen, thank you, ladies. Barbara Jackson. So I missed my menstrual cycle this month, like I had told you the last time, and you told me that it happened because my body is changing. Will I still continue to miss my menstrual cycle in the future? I'm not really sure why my body is changing.
How old are you? Because
And she said, and you and Maddie's prediction was right. I went to my doctor's appointment and they told me I am not pregnant.
okay. So if you're under a lot of stress or you've lost a lot of weight really quickly, your body is going to not produce hormones the same way. If you can start meditating, do breathing exercises, tai chi, qigong,
Qigong is probably a better one because
not so hard in the muscles.
it's not hard so bad and you don't have so much movements to do. You're standing in one spot and you're just doing all of these. So I think it's as much as I like Tai Chi, I really like Qigong better.
Yeah. Oh, look, Charlotte's on.
Oh, I messaged her.
Okay.
She missed us last week, and she's like, "How come you guys aren't answering me?" I said, "Because we're done." Well, that would make sense.
Okay, so Barbara says she's 28 and a half. Okay, so you can balance your different aspects of your life. And as we said, Qigong.
And I would research deep breathing, real deep belly breath.
Yeah,
There's so many health benefits to doing that.
Yeah.
Also, I know yesterday.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say yesterday, I know that my stomach was
cat?
not. What's that?
Is that your cat? It's your dryer.
He just walked by.
Okay. It's your dryer that's.
Oh, yes, my dryer is going.
Okay, that's fine. I thought it was your cat banging.
Yeah, I didn't want my dryer to go so while we were on here because I knew it would be making noise, but somebody thought they would be doing it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So basically,
but anyways, yesterday I had really bad stomach. There was nothing I couldn't eat. It just didn't sit there properly. So I laid down and I started doing some deep breathing and some meditating, and I really concentrated on my breath and brought it down into my stomach. And probably within an hour, it felt much, much better.
Okay, and that's another thing I was going to say. Your biome has will cause you to have hormonal imbalances with your food cannot be digested very well. You can't get the calcium, vitamin C doesn't digest, and your body can't use it. That will also mess up your hormones. Your tummy tells your hormones in your brain how to work.
But we're also going through so many changes in our bodies with all of the planets and the eclipse.
We were talking about going from carbon-based to
crystalline-based. So our bodies are definitely changing. Our DNA is changing. Our cells are changing. There's just so much going on, and it is affecting our inside.
Yeah, and it is a lot easier to do with you. So the way to deal with stress is, can you do anything about it? No, then don't stress. If you can do something about it, then do something about it. Don't stress. Simple.
Yeah, so simple.
Well, it is simple. Doing it is hard, but it is a simple answer.
What are we doing here, Jennifer? Oh, Jennifer Schwab, did I miss that?
I'm not sure. What did they say? What'd she say?
I'm just trying to see. We're still talking about Barbara, right? And her hormones in the body. And okay, so Jennifer is saying, I was thinking with his age, I was thinking with age, his system will calm down. The throwing up will subside. His eating will improve as well. So that's another thing too. When my daughters were small, especially my oldest daughter, I couldn't get her to eat anything. So I just made sure that she liked fruits. So I made sure she ate. Always made sure she had a lot of fruit on her plate that she could pick at. Whatever I knew she would eat, I would just make sure that she had that, whether or not it was nutritional or not, just as long as she was getting food.
But there's a lot of foods that you can make that are, for instance, I saw a coconut ball that has maple syrup in it and chocolate. The kids will think it's a dessert and eat it, but there's coconut in it, there's maple syrup in it, there's cocoa in it, and you can always put dates in it too.
Lots of things.
Yeah, there's lots of food you can make. So like one of my daughters would eat nothing but hamburger for part of her life.
Well,
so what you do is you take the tiny little veggies and put them in the hamburger.
Yeah, that's what I used to do too. I used to grate zucchini or whatever and put it in whatever was eaten, so they didn't know that they were getting nutrition.
And I used to, with the Japanese tempeh, is it tempeh? Pardon?
Tempura?
Tempura?
Tempura.
My kids didn't like veggies. They love tempura veggies.
Oh,
I make that all the time.
yeah.
We just be sneaky.
There's lots of way to be sneaky to put vegetables and fruits in your foods.
Yeah. Blend the heck out of it, make a drink. Just be careful not to do that too much.
Said his eating. I will let Sydney know what she said so she can worry less and help him not be affected by other people's stress.
And
Uh,
all of her grandchildren are highly empathic and intuitive because it's a family thing, right? So they're going to be a little more sensitive and need to learn how to ohm. Teach them how to ohm or raw. For them, that's fun. Rah! But it changes the vibration. Oh, changes the vibration. And get them to use it as a swear word because it changes the vibration. They don't have to know it's a good vibration. Okay, that one, my scalp just crawled on that one. That was a good advice.
Next, we have Jennifer. May
Hey,
I
Jen.
please ask a question for myself? Does my higher self or ancestors have any messages for me? Thank you so much.
Okay, basically, you're not having enough fun. Get out there and bloody have fun. And that was not from me. Get out there and have fun. Get out there and do some fun things. Like turn on the rock and roll music from your youth and get out there and dance around your living room. Do stuff that makes you happy. If it's eating chocolate and it's not it's O. Henry rather than 72% cocoa, have some silly chocolate bar. Do something to make your life fun. Okay? Paint a picture. Anything that is just fun. Say hi.
We have Jen. Hi, Jen. How are you? Lovely little puppy you have. Never need a babysitter, you know who to call.
Charlie.
Oh, Charlie would love him. Well, I don't know. He took off like a shot out of hell when she came and knocked at the door and went and found a new place in my closet in the corner behind a bunch of stuff to sleep. So he was there for hours. I need you to come over more often because he's being a pain in the ass lately. Oh, should I be saying that? Sorry.
Probably not, but what the hey.
I've heard worse. I've heard worse on YouTube. Trust me.
Yep.
Firefly Magic, thank you. It feels like we dance around each other, and Mr. J can be a little nervous around me. Maybe you intimidate him just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Maybe a big lot.
My sister says, hiya. Hi, Char. Barbara Jackson, I'm 28 and a half years old. We already read that. Yes, I'm under a lot of stress because of trying to balance the different areas of my life. So that would definitely put your menstrual cycle off, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. Stress is amazingly
Like I said,
horrible for
really
your
try
body.
and Google some deep breathing videos,
Yeah.
any kind of videos. There's so many of them out there. There's the box video, there's the right down into your belly breath, there's
Yeah, I like the cube one myself.
the box one. So that's breathe in for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. Breathe in for 4, exhale for 4, or hold 4, then exhale. So it's kind of,
counts of 4, right?
yeah. Yeah,
It's not hard to do.
You can do it to whatever count that you are comfortable with,
Yeah.
but 4 seems to be the magic number. And my sister, a question for me. I'm assuming she wants to know if there's any messages from her guides from me for the
Okay.
future.
I thought she was just asking what she could ask. Mm. Okay, this will sound counterintuitive, Maddie, but your sister spends too much time in her mind. And like I said to Jennifer, just get out there and have fun. And that doesn't mean going out and going out drinking. I'm not talking about that kind of fun. I'm talking about going out and visiting with the girls and or having a fire in your backyard or going roller skating even. And at her
Oh,
age, she probably
what the hell
won't
is
do
roller
that.
skating these days?
Yeah, but it's do something that's just fun, not calculated like, okay, I can do this at 5 o'clock on Monday because I'm not busy. Just go out and do something fun. And if it's playing solitaire for an hour, whatever you class is fun. I play on my phone. I play bubble shooter. And my mind just kinds go blank when I play it. And I must have like 10 or 11,000 games under my belt.
I haven't played any games on my phone forever.
Yeah.
Guess maybe I could start doing that again.
Well, the bubble shooter, I like the way I like watching it fall, so that's why I play it.
Um, Barbara, Barbara, do you think I'll continue to miss it?
It will as long as you allow yourself to be in stress. Your stress will give you cancer, it'll give you heart failure, it'll give you
And
everything.
yeah, I know that
That's,
one.
yeah. So you're being warned. That's basically what it was. It was a warning. So, yeah,
So yes, really find something to distress. Go for a walk. Go.
get a rope and skip. If you were really good at skipping as a child, learn how to do fancy skipping again.
In France, an orgasm is a little death. Have some.
Did you hear that?
No.
My daughter says in France, an orgasm is classed as a little death. Go out and have some more orgasms.
Go out and die a little bit.
Yeah, go out and die a little bit. They are, without a doubt, the most relaxing thing you can do.
Oh, it is. Well, I don't know. One
Been
day I'll find out again.
It's been a few years, right? But yeah.
I mean, it's called masturbation for a reason.
We won't
Yeah, I
listen.
know. I can't hear her, so I'm hoping that. But then when I listen back, I can't always hear what she says.
Yes, we don't want it. We don't want to hear that. But yes, get out there and do something that pleases you and relax.
We have T saying hi, ladies. Then we have Zhao.
Joe. How do you say that, El?
Zhao.
Zhao. So
See,
the
that was kind of
AO
close.
is a uh, I can't. Yeah.
Ow.
I'm assuming the.
He says, hey, Maddie and Elijah. Any messages for my guides, Elijah? Thank you both.
I think he does. I think he's just given up on us pronouncing his name right. Yeah,
I'm just going to call you Jay.
that's
You never
just
know, Joe. One of these days I might make it to Portugal and we'll be able to meet and I will learn your name properly.
and still make a mess of it.
Probably.
I would. Uh, any messages from the guys? Okay, hang on. So I don't actually have a message from your guides, but Laura came in. She's kind of like her actually. She's got her back turned to Joe and she's sort of looking over her shoulder at him, sort of like, so what's your next step? Hey, so she likes you, but you've got to do the pursuing. You have to be the one to make it obvious, which means, so like Dr. Delaney says, if you really care about a woman, and vice versa, it should be both ways. You go up to them and say, how can I love you today? Well, if you're not at that level, don't. But from what what she's
Or
showing me,
what can I do for you today to make your day better?
yeah, at that level. But when you're in an actual relationship, you can switch it up. What I'm saying is you get the next step. And if you don't make the right next step, maybe ask her what to do. Because she's the only one that really knows what she wants. I'm sorry, that's not from your guys, but that's the first thing that came in.
We've already done Charlotte.
Yeah.
Jennifer Schwab, thank you for the great advice, Maddie. We always try to find something he will, I'm assuming, like, even if it's a small amount. He changes what he likes daily. Well, that's a 2-year-old. Really, that's a 2-year-old.
So my mom used to make my kids toast, cut them into little slices, put a little peanut butter and jam on them, and call them mice, little mices. My kids loved them. It was just toast and peanut butter, but they were cut and they called them mice.
Well, for sure. Get some little cookie cutters or something, make some sandwiches and cut out little designs. Maybe that will entice them to want to eat a sandwich or something,
Yeah,
right?
little star or whatever, something.
Yeah.
Mm.
T. Will I hit my target weight? Thank you in advance, ladies.
You think you go a little past it, but you want to go a little past it because usually when you start to balance out and start to eat, you will go back up a little bit. Be aware that once you quit dieting, you have to continue to diet.
But don't look at it as a diet. Look at it as a lifestyle change, because if you're thinking, I got to diet for the rest of my life, you're not going to make it.
Yeah. And
Also, don't deny yourself your treats.
yeah, exactly. Don't deny yourself.
No, have a cheat day. Definitely have a cheat day. If you like hamburgers, go for a hamburger.
You like
If you like
chocolate
French
bars, go
fries,
for
eat
chocolate.
French fries. What's that?
You like chocolate, go for chocolate.
If you like chocolate, go for chocolate. If you like French fries, eat French fries. If you want ice cream, have ice cream. But don't deny yourself that, because all you're going to do is think about that one thing and it's going to drive you crazy and nothing will satisfy you until you have it. So just have a cheat day.
Yeah. And if you deny it, then you eat a lot of other foods too. Then you have it anyhow.
Compensate for it. Yeah.
And also I've discovered on YouTube, if you want to have a recipe, you put in a small portions. Okay, right? So like I wanted to make hot cross buns. They are 4 cups. I don't want a flour. And I said, I don't want that many. So I put in small and I got one for 1.5 cups. You find ways of cutting the portions down and still enjoying your food. But yeah, you're going to make your target. But that's just the beginning. Yeah.
Okay, we have Jennifer Schwab. I use Om to change my vibration. I will pass it on to my grandchildren.
Yeah.
I do love chocolate. I do need to do much more fun things. I will definitely take that advice. Thank you.
Go ride horses. That's what I would do.
Well, that unless she's afraid of horses, can't find a horse.
Well, that's what I said. That's what I would do.
Or ride something.
I didn't say it this time.
She's married. She can do that.
I do love chocolate, so my sister says thank you. Daniela Sufi, happy Sunday, ladies. Will our landlord consider taking us for another year?
So there's a caveat there. If he can find somebody to take your job place and raise the rent a lot, you might go there. So so at this point it's like a 50-50. What do you get, Maddie?
Well, I'm just going to ask my pendulum because I'm concentrating on drawing cards for Patricia right now. Oh, will they be signed up for another year? I'm getting a yeah.
It's the only thing is the caveat
Not a
is
strong yes, but it is a yes.
yeah. So it's not like he's dissatisfied with you. It's just like he's not a very happy person to begin with. It's what I'm getting. What do you get, El? Huh? Never mind. Gotta hit it. You need to eat. Okay.
My cards don't want to come out today.
Not falling apart, eh?
Not flying out like they did last night, that's for sure.
Oh,
Boy,
they
I
were
tell you, that
all
just took me
appropriate.
away that I pulled that through 3 times.
It was pretty cool though, wasn't it?
Well, that's the card that I pulled 3 times last night, and it just flew out every single time. The first time it flew out, it was I only did 1 shuffle and it flew out. So I thought, well, I'm going to put it back in and try again. It came out again, flying out. And then the third time I got one saying emotional healing. And then I tried again, and that everything's okay flew out again.
See
What's
that?
that?
It's I forget. I bought it because it was a healing stone, but I bought it like 5 years ago, and I don't remember what it says now. But I just saw that. I could see it in my window, in my mirror.
Okay. So, Patricia, hello, ladies. Hope you are well. Could you draw 3 cards for me for the next couple of weeks? So, the first one I got was you've got the power.
That's true.
And it says, use your abilities to resolve this situation. You can do it. The other one, of course, was the everything's okay card. Don't worry, it's all working out in a beautiful way. And I said, and I had to take that one to heart because it came out 3 times last night. And then the third one I have is let go.
That is something that a lot of people have trouble with, is allowing the universe to take the lead.
So it says, as you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly attracts your desires.
Yeah.
So they wanted to move out of state, so the landlord decided to sell. Now we need to stay and would like to lease another year from her. We're good tenants, but if she's decided to sell, it may not make any difference if you want to stay or not.
Yeah, okay, so that might be the ambiguity.
That might be
Yeah.
might be the slow yes. Maybe she's not going to sell right away or something, and
Or
decide to keep you on for another year, or the new people that buy might want to just rent. Or
Yeah, but the new people, sometimes the selling point is they have good people in the rental. So that might be to your benefit, but if she is selling, you would end up being who the new people are, because they're not going to kick you out. They're not going to kick you out because that might
not
be
if they're
selling.
trying to sell. They're not going to get a new tenant in there. If they're selling, nobody will want to come and rent from them if they've got this for sale signs up.
Yeah, but also if you've got a for sale sign up, and they have a rental in there, it might be a selling point. So for that point, you will be fine. You should be fine.
And that's it. We have come to our end.
Okay, so she's tried.
She tried once to sell and didn't manage. So you might get lucky. And
So yeah, she tried to sell and didn't manage. She's not going to let you go.
so that'll be good.
Yeah.
And then there's Maddie saying, thank you everyone for being here. Please hit the like button.
Well, that's really nice of Maddie to do that. I really
Yeah,
appreciate
she's
it.
a nice girl.
She really is.
I like her.
We talk a couple times a week on the computer.
Wow, she must be entertaining.
We got 100 and something views last time because she's.
No, I think we had like 110 or something, or 109 for sure. The last time I looked, anyway.
Oh wow. Yeah.
That's what I said. I think the likes and the hearts and the comments and everything are most definitely helping push you up a little bit, because you have moved up in ranks too. Like when you go to YouTube, there used to be an Indian guy above you that was wisdom seekers. Now you're the top. You're the top banana now.
Sweet. I'm surprised.
Thank you, dear ladies, from Danielle. So
Let me see.
it's my turn.
Unfortunately, last week was a little too accurate. Going through the fire.
I still think I'm going through that damn fire.
I think so too. I don't think it's going away, but you did get a hit on the Wednesday that was pretty positive.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see if my brain is active enough to get you. Wednesday's going to be, I do think you're going to get good news Wednesday. I think I'm pretty certain you, because I see you coming down a pair of stairs dancing. So you are going to get good news on Wednesday. The rest of the week, do the best you can to make yourself feel good. Allow yourself to feel good for the rest of the week. Thursday or Friday, there's a highlight coming up for you Thursday or Friday that will make you go, yeah, I like that. Okay. And unfortunately, for the time being, I don't see any big explosions.
Well, that's good,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yes, that's really good. But that doesn't mean I'm not missing it. But I don't see anything. Maybe kind of energy, but nothing. No. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'll try and breathe through this week. These weeks have been really hard to breathe through.
Well, after the 8th, there should be definite news after the 8th, which is a week from Monday.
Right.
I think the definite news will cause you to go, okay.
I can breathe again, because breathing has been very hard.
Yeah, I think so. '28th is something special for you, right? Down at the beach?
April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what's happening then? Is it just a gathering, or is there going to be?
Well, Angie and I have discussed it, and she just thinks that it's just best that everybody comes down to the beach and they can do whatever they want at the beach. And we're just going to put a donation basket out for the Hospice Society. We are going to do a ceremonial fire. So if anybody from Salmon Arm is watching and you'd like to come to the beach September 20, or
That's
April
September,
28th.
probably September too, but not right now.
April 28th. And if you have a drum, bring a drum because we are going to be doing a little bit of a ceremony.
Okay.
It's going to be potluck. And yeah, I'm getting some pretty good response already from people that are, one of her friends is going to come and pitch tent in my yard, and her high school buddy.
And
Um,
oh, come to visit. So
Yeah,
what about
he's
me
gonna
going
come.
down there and
He'll
putting,
probably come for about 4 or 5 days. So he's going to camp in my yard for a couple of days and then maybe tour around a little bit. And
so I went down there and put a donation thing up and did
yeah,
15 minutes. It's
I
okay.
don't see why not. I don't see how they can stop you from doing that.
It's a Saturday, right?
Sunday.
Sunday, doesn't matter. I don't have a ride that day. I will have to talk to Al. Maybe I can
Can
drive.
come and get you.
Yeah, I might be able to drive too, you know.
Charlotte will be here, so we'll have her car.
Yeah.
Right, Charlotte?
Do you guess whose birthday is it?
Well, hers.
Charlotte's too?
No, it's Charlotte's birthday, September 28th.
Oh, September to, oh, okay, that's why.
That's
why.
probably why that came out of my head, because it
Yeah,
was her.
okay.
Patricia says, Destiny is standing by you, Maddie. She says, Mum. That's kind of yesterday when I was doing my deep breathing and stuff, I just kept hearing her in my head going, you got this. You got this.
Yeah, and you're getting support from other places.
I am getting a lot of support from a lot of people, actually.
Mm-hmm. Which is pretty cool.
Which a lot of people can't believe that I'm having to go through this after losing both of my daughters, but such it is.
Well, I honestly think it has more to do with the inability to see beyond the nose.
Yeah.
Nothing, it's not really about you. It's 99% of the time. An event is usually not about the person that it's directed at. So.
Now we have Jennifer Schwab. Thank you, ladies, for a wonderful live as usual. Your wisdom is appreciated. Tay, thank you, ladies. I hope everyone has a great week. Patricia, beautiful. Maddie, thank you. We must trust the universe. That's what I keep saying. Charlotte says September 28th. Guess whose birthday that is? Decker says hello. May I ask how Rocky feels about the message I left this morning? I was going to say massage. And Decker, you will be our last question because we have been on just over an hour.
Yeah, and I have to feed, we haven't eaten breakfast yet.
No, I haven't eaten anything myself. I had a little bit of a breakfast drink before I left this morning, but that was it.
Yeah, so Rocky. I'm sorry, Rocky Raccoon. That's one of my favorite songs, actually, from the Beatles.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We care, obviously.
I had people message me, ask to give it off saying Happy Easter, and I don't celebrate it personally, so.
Well, this is the first year. I mean, I did buy a ham and stuff, but this is the first year I haven't really done anything for it.
Okay, hang on. You can talk. I got to talk, figure out what Rocky's saying.
And then we have Jennifer saying, have a great rest of your day and a blessed week ahead. Love and light. Namaste.
We will be back Wednesday, right?
As far as I know. Wednesday, is it my meditation on Wednesday? I think I might have a new meditation again.
Sweet. Rocky is kind of, I'm not sure how I feel about this. Let me think about it. It was not his reaction was, I don't know how to deal, which a lot of people are going through at this moment. There's so many people have got so much going on that they're overwhelmed. And this sort of kind of hit him right in the heart area. It's like his heart split. Like, yes, I want to. No, I don't. So at this moment, I'm not great help because he hasn't got a really good answer for you. Ask your pendulum, positive or negative.
Oh, what? Just positive or negative?
Yeah, because he wanted to know what his reaction, Rocky's reaction was.
Is Rocky's reaction positive? Yes.
Okay. And ask if it was negative.
Was it a negative?
Okay. So there you go. Rocky's reaction was positive to the message you sent.
The message you left. Jennifer says, Happy Easter, everyone. Patricia says, April is going to be interesting. Trudeau may be in the news.
He's in the news every day.
In the news every day, unfortunately. I can't even stand listening to him anymore.
Well,
But hopefully,
he is a horrible speaker.
he's just a horrible person.
Yeah, but his actual speaking is kind of stilted, and
Yeah, he's not a very good public speaker at all.
really he isn't. And when he's side by side with Pierre, it really shows.
Yeah.
Pierre he knows when to make the pauses, he knows when to move it forward, but yeah, unfortunately, Patricia Trudeau is in the news every day, but all that crap just rolls off of him. Arrive can. It just seems to roll off. But thank you.
Well,
keep an eye open.
Hopefully if you're picking up that he's in the news, maybe it'll be something a little extra more ordinary than what he's always doing, and for the better for the people and not the better for him.
Well, maybe April 1st he will cancel.
I doubt it.
At least no,
nobody would believe him because April 1st is a fool's day. And you're a fool if you believe
he's raised our carbon tax by 23%, which is putting everything up to crazy amounts. People can't afford to buy groceries now as it is. Gas is going up 20 cents a liter. We're already paying almost $2 a liter for gas, which if you're doing that by American standards is like $8 a gallon.
Ontario had food riots because they had to turn them away from the Salvation Army or whatever it was, where they went to get food. Canada had food riots.
Well, there is, from what I'm understanding, there is the farmers are going. Farmers, though, I think the truckers are joining them again too.
You mean they're not afraid of losing their bank accounts or having their?
Well, he could freeze everybody's bank account that shows up again, and I doubt that he will do that again because I think the world leaders have had about enough of him.
And what are they doing? Nothing.
Because one of them stood up to him when he was in Ukraine talking about a world leader doesn't do this and a world leader doesn't subdue their people and the guy looking at him went, "Excuse me?" He said, "Did you not freeze bank accounts for everybody that was at the protest? Did you not take away their freedom of speech? Did you not take away this?" He goes, "What kind of a leader are you?"
Well, it's not only did he take that away, but what they donated. Yeah, Canada is this, I think, one of the most heavily taxed countries in the world right at the moment. Plus, they raised he gets $400,000 a year for being prime minister.
Oh, I know. They all got pay raises to, offset the carbon tax raise that he's giving everybody, but screw the little people.
Yeah.
That's what I said. It's if I didn't have a home, I would definitely be living in my car on the street.
That's same here. If I didn't own my home and only have like 50,000 to pay on it, I could not afford this place.
No.
So sucks to be Canadian at the moment.
It does.
It doesn't last long.
The other day that I was watching about the States and Canada, and over the years, how Canada's always been above the standard of living over America and everything else. And the
We're a
one
third world
that I
country.
watched the other day, Canada is like way down here. The States is way up here. So our standard of living is not good here. If you're thinking of moving to Canada, don't, because it's not a good place to live right now.
Well, there's not enough houses being built. There's the
Not
education
enough
is pretty poor.
Not enough jobs. There's not enough anything.
There's a lot of jobs, but there's not a lot of jobs that are high paying. Like
I'm
you
gonna
have
say
to work
a
a
lot of
three
you wanna work
job.
at McDonald's or A&W, or
You have to work
minimum
3 of
wage
those
job.
jobs to actually get a place that you share with somebody else.
Roommates. That's about the only way you'd be able to afford to live here, is if you had a roommate, and even that's questionable.
A room, they want over $1,000 for a room.
Yes, I was looking at renting a room for somebody that I know, and you can't even rent a room in a house for under $1,000 a month.
No, it's illogical.
Not that this conversation doesn't need to happen, but we are not the platform to do.
Yeah, that's right. She's
How's
saying
that?
we're not the platform for this, so we should.
At least not long term.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I'm sure that things will turn around and we will get back to being able to afford to live once Pierre gets in there. Thank God he's against the carbon tax, and he is doing everything he can to go across Canada to visit every city that he possibly can to axe the tax.
There's 7 out of 9 premiers. Is it 7 out of 9 premiers are against it too? But anyhow, my
Ours.
daughter is right. We should shut up because
Charlotte says, yes, I agree, M. Jennifer Schwab says, I'm sorry to hear about the horrible, inhumane tax. Patricia says, I believe May will see us all in a better place. Oh, Lord, I hope I can make it through April.
we
She
will.
says, advice. Jennifer Schwab says, prayers for Canada, the US, and the world. Patricia says, I love Easter. We have a pilgrimage.
Pilgrimage.
With 7 celebrities this year. It was in North Wales. It was fabulous.
That's awesome. That's really good. Yeah.
All right. Well, it's 3:15. We've been on for a little more than our hour that we see. We didn't think that we were going to have enough questions to even make it through a half an hour. But we always do seem to make that hour.
We do. So I wouldn't mind if people would like to share and thumbs up. That would be awesome. And we can't promise not to complain about the government next time, but we will try and keep it to a minimum.
I won't be here to stop you next time.
Yes, you will. It's at 5 o'clock.
But we don't normally talk politics either. We cut ourselves off.
Usually we do, yes.
I was talking about next week, next Sunday.
Oh, next Sunday. Yeah, okay.
I know.
We'll be back. We should be back next Sunday. What?
I didn't say, well, next Sunday, I know she won't be here. You're normally not here. And I said, sometimes we do talk politics, but we do cut ourselves off before we get going too far.
Yeah. Did you know there's 2 people arrested in Calgary for simply talking about things?
Are they doing that? I would hope that the police would tell him to go.
No, the police arrested him.
Did the arresting.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Well, we have no freedom of speech in Canada either.
And it hasn't even become a law.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, darling. We're leaving.
Have a good day, everybody. Happy Easter. Enjoy your dinner if you're having one.
April may bring news, especially with the 8th. The clip may not be the only Oh, that would be awesome.
What's that?
There's a lot of things coming up on the 8th. It's going to break everything open.
And I keep hearing that, actually, when I'm listening to my astrology thingies.
Yeah, but it may happen, but do we get to know about it?
Well, if it's big enough, we will.
Yeah, maybe. there's a lot of big things happen that we never learned. But
Okay, let's not talk anymore. Al will kick us off.
that's true.
Technically, Mom needs to do the kicking off unless I turn off the internet.
Okay, well, you have to go through me to get there anyhow. So.
Wednesday.
Bye,
Bye.
See y'all on Wednesday.
And thank you. Hopefully, we're still around.
Yeah, yeah.